Hey, you there? Do you remember that one game that dominated the 2020s? Do you remember that one game that no one could stop talking about for like an entire year straight? Do you remember that one game for like after 2021, people kind of stopped talking about, except like a really smaller group of people? Do you remember Piggy? Well, ever since then, they've been making a sequel to that game, which is coming out in literally 2 months, by the way. And so I was thinking, right, what if it managed to blow up again? What if this game was the thing that made the franchise kind of explode again, kind of like it did in the 2020s? Because genuinely, I think it's possible. Introducing Piggy Intercity. It's basically an open world RPG where you can choose the storyline, you can build bases, fight mobs, you can make your own character. They've been developing this game for like 5 years. The Piggy community has been kind of waiting for this game. They said it will come out after 6 months, but months slowly turned into years, turned into more years. But just recently we got a few teasers and we got the trailer of the game, which said that the game is coming out March 2026. But what is the game really like? How is the game gonna really like play out? A lot of people in the Piggy community, they kind of don't know because the game is going to be really different to like the normal Piggy format. So think of it like Minecraft, kind of. You need to survive with your hunger bar and your health and also thirst, but that's like an added thing. You can explore like different villages, you can explore different cities, you can explore a lot of different places. It's not infinite, but it's a whole lot. You can build different bases, you can fight mobs, you can meet different NPCs that will show you around, and you can pave your own storyline. You can develop a reputation, you can trade with others. You can do a lot of things. And plus the game is like extremely bright and like flashy, kind of. The game comes out in summer of 2026, which, by the way, summer has been a proven time for Roblox games. Just think of like Grow a Garden, Steal a Brain Rot, 99 Nights in the Forest, all of those games that like blew up kind of in like summer 2025. This game is coming out kind of near summer 2026, which I think is going to be peak. And with all of these like fun and exciting game mechanics, all of these bosses, all of these quests, all of these things you can do in the game, the adventure, it's up to you. Why are they making Intercity? Because Intercity has been in development since 2021, but the full version of the game is coming out this year. I had a friend that I was just happened to be talking about Roblox with. They were talking about like 99 Nights in the Forest or something like that. Then I told them that my favorite game was Piggy and how Piggy was gonna get this like really sick, cool RPG game. They just looked at me and said, dude, what kind of horror game is that? And so a lot of people kind of think that this new game is going to be like Piggy, and it's not. Like Minitoon has made that really clear. This game is going to be nothing like the original game. Basically, without getting too deep into this, Piggy developed the world through the player's eyes, had a storyline through what the player did, and how we were able to uncover mysteries about the infection, how we were able to find the cure. And so this game, Piggy Intercity, is to show the impact on the world 10 years later because of it. The world doesn't get cured, the cure just ends up getting shipped out to different places. You can go watch my other theory on that if you haven't already, the Piggy theory that solves Piggy Intercity. We already know what caused the infection, so we can just go straight into this world. We already have context from the main game, so we can just go straight into it. Now picture Angry Birds, right? They had a really successful game like in 2009, I think, whenever the game came out, but the format kind of died out because they were making all these new games, but the games were kind of like all the same thing. So they had to test something new out, right? So they ended up making Angry Birds Go and then like Angry Birds RPG, and it really kind of like expanded the franchise, not just through flinging birds at like angry pigs, but you could do so much more with this. That's what kind of made Angry Birds not just a game, but a franchise. And these games, they got a lot of respect from the Angry Birds community, and I think that this might be Keyword might, because I didn't even know. What bridges Minitoon? Piggy is a franchise. Piggy sells its like toys and stuff. They even had its like own Steam game that you may or may not know about because it had like 300 players max. But people really only know it for the 2020s game that went viral. So I think that with this game, people can get like a new understanding of Piggy, like what it's about, because this game could very well break I can't even talk. This game could break boundaries for the Piggy team. I see two outcomes for this game. It could either blow up or it could flop instantly and get like 1,000 players max. And I think the problem is, I think that Piggy is really too niche with its updates, because over time, updates appeal to like a more niche version of the community over time. Think of it as like a box, right? There are a lot of people in the box at the beginning because Piggy's community was like really big, and then the people that wanted to go out of the game kind of like shrunk the box a lot, which is destined to happen. I mean, that's inevitable. But then some of the updates, like the seasons, like any skin update, to be fair, like skin quests or something, I think that those just like shrunk the community more, because the people who just don't care about skins or like don't care about getting them and only care about like big lore pieces, they just left. And the people who only cared because Creekcraft were there, they also left because Creekcraft doesn't really do this anymore. So when you share this like big product who was initially supposed to be this large box and now is like this little box, it might not get as much players as we might have thought. And this game is really good. I think that this could get way more attention. That's why I think that Piggy Intercity should be directed at not just the Piggy community, but the Roblox community. Now, obviously, I know you saw the thumbnail. The high CTR in the thumbnail, it's a bit extreme. I don't think they'll do that. But if we really want the game to succeed, we have to make sure that a 4-year-old average Roblox user who has literally never heard of the game Piggy before can pick up the game and can play it and can enjoy it. They focus a lot on showing off the content, which is very good. Like, the content is like actually really good. I think the Piggy community already knows that the game will be really well made. And the Piggy community is like small, so the people that are not in the Piggy community have no idea that the game even exists. So now I think they should start focusing on how the game will be branded to a wider audience. And I know success isn't everything and making a good game is what counts, but just expanding that box will make so many more people like enjoy your great game, because that's what Roblox is, man. Because at the end of the day, they've spent 5 years on this passion product. I don't want that to go to waste, man. And plus, the Roblox community has proven that they can revive any game. Like Bee Swarm Simulator, that game's revival needs to be studied. It randomly blew up. But I think that's kind of because that it doesn't just appeal to the people that stick around. It's a fun game anywhere. It's more of a game where you don't have to be like entranced into the community to like get into the game, which is why it has 200,000 players. But I think that if Minitoon can do that, I think that if Minitoon can get people with this new game who have barely touched the Piggy franchise to really like the new game, then the game has succeeded. Now, if any of you are watching are like developers or designers or whatever, please take this into consideration, because I really don't want this game to go to waste, because at the end of the day, we've been waiting on this game since 2021. Make it count.